Well, welcome, Soaring Eagles. Welcome to your Cultural Geography online course. So we see us taking flight into the future of geography here in many aspects. Great little clip there of a phenomenal bald eagle. Let's take a look at our course main page here. Home page. You'll see when you pull up Canvas some neat links there directing you to the modules page. So just go ahead and click over to there. I should say that I'm really excited, as I write in there, that you've elected to take a geography course. Let's turn off National Geographic there. More eagles for us. Oh, computers. Here we go. So yeah, as I was saying, it's going to be a phenomenal course. You're in it, and that's great. Cultural geography has had an enormous impact on my life. And I first started out college at a community college level 16 years ago, and it was this course that inspired me to go on and double major at university, study abroad internationally, do research internationally, study Chinese, go and do graduate studies, go back to China to research there, live abroad in South America, and see numerous other countries. More importantly, vividly helps us with understanding the world that we're in now. There's a lot of crises and there's a lot of very potent opportunities. So as geographers, we get to understand these at a very deep level through looking at language, religion, politics, all sorts of different social science themes connected with the natural environment in whole new light. So fortunately, we have Canvas to guide us through this, the course shell. And you'll see once you get into the shell here and start to poke around, it leads you out of the home page into our modules. And these are a very convenient way for organizing our weekly units, if you will, our weekly tasks. This really works well for keeping track of the divisions of the course, as well as within each module you'll see clearly delineated tasks and due dates as well for anything that's due as an assignment. Here you can see the beginning of the overview of the orientation, and as you work through these by clicking on a link and then proceeding through the various pages, it will lead you to the course syllabus, different formatting tips and avoiding plagiarism. Working down still here in week 1 orientation, we get to dive into the specifics of Canvas. Lots of different help there for us. A lot of you are familiar with Canvas from other courses, so this might be a refresher. And then I've also included some great supplemental resources, student resources related to the East Bay and abroad. From there we get into the orientation review for this week, as well as the Launchpad access and our introductory discussion board. Discussion boards, we'll have about 2 of them every week from next week forward. Even this week we have 2 of them, including the orientation review. So this is a little miniature assignment for you to complete after you've worked through the orientation, and especially diving into some of the neat features of Launchpad. Launchpad is a supplement to the course that is required, and it helps us very much in understanding the course themes through a very interactive approach. So this is our Launchpad site, and it links directly from our Canvas site. So they're what's called deeply integrated. So any graded work that you do in Launchpad will show up directly in Canvas. And so just to give you a feel here, you can also read, if you want, the Launchpad, which you buy from the bookstore or directly online. has the ebooks within here, all the chapters, all the supplements to the chapters. It also has these neat video activities for us that I've selected. And then it also has what's known as Learning Curve. This is an adaptive, formative learning method where we get to understand some of the course concepts in not in a grade that's going to count against you. You can work at this for however much you want or as little as you want. And it leads us through a bunch of really neat questions that I've selected here in such a way that you can have tips. Not these tips, although you can go to those as well. We'll go to resume activity. And so little questions like this, you can't see here at the bottom of this screen if I scroll down a little bit. Other factors are just off the screen here, such as read the ebook page on this topic, get a hint or a short answer. So there's lots of different tools there to help us with that aspect of Launchpad. Go back to the home. Within each chapter as well, we have map builder exercises. It's great. A big part of geography is cartography, or the working with spatial information. Cartography is the making of maps, displaying these information that we've learned. So you'll get to be cartographers, or experimentally so, within these map builder exercises. And they're really a great opportunity to explore the different tools here and explore the world in a more spatially relevant and explicit manner. So all sorts of different themes that we can click on here to understand different aspects of the world. And then there's various prompts for us as well to answer. And again, there's no points taken off if you don't get them right. It's how I believe is a fair way. I would want you to feel compressed with these adaptive activities. So that's a little bit about Launchpad, and I'd be happy to answer some more questions for you on that. There's also various other aspects of our course that we'll begin to see as you get into next week here, exploring cultural geography. Again, the Launchpad home linked from there. Chapter 1, text and notes, asking us to read the chapter and take notes. Each week we'll have a mini lecture embedded right within our Canvas module right here, and a discussion board following that. You'll post a question in relation to the lecture or the chapter or geography as you're learning it in general. Then we can work through the different learning curves, video activities of the chapter, but there'll also be another discussion board as well. So in this case, it's discussing cultural differences and perspectives next week. A lot of those have a side activity that we do with that. So both of these discussion boards each week will provide a lot of opportunities for interacting with each other, for you interacting with myself. And this presents a neat way that there's still a lot of both collegiate interaction with your colleagues or classmates, and then with the professor as well. Trying to think if there's any other pressing things about working through these weekly modules to show you. If you'll notice, they're all just links. Click on them, takes you into a new page here. In this case, just asking you to read the chapter notes. Every week we'll start off with that. You can do it in the order you'd like. The next button is just off the screen here, but go ahead and go to the next one, and here we can see how we have our first mini lecture next week. Video is embedded directly in there. You get to post question reply to my response, then reply to a classmate's question or reply as well.